How is everyone doing? How are we doing this Saturday evening? All right. Uh, I guess I can post it there. All right, everyone. How are we doing? Last time, yeah, I remember last time getting in here. I remember this area actually having there's I think there's a keyblade actually in one of the chests. I don't remember how to get it or which one it is, but I remember that. How are we doing? Okay, yep, sorry, I just realized I should check the audio, and luckily it doesn't seem like there's anything wrong. The levels are a little... Actually, the game capture is a bit loud. That's what's loud. Give me a second. There you go. There we go. Alright, there we go. Let them, nope, nope. There we go. There we go. Alright. Those big guys are always kind of a tougher fight. Nope. I will say they kind of cover their bases with these rooms to make them interesting. I've always felt like this was one of the more interesting levels. Agrabah in general as a world, just There we go. I think we get the another Trinity after this level. So I'm hoping it's gonna be the one that. Hmm. Oh, damn. I always forget at this difficulty you do actually have to be careful when you do heal. I've always found it interesting he doesn't call the spells by the names the game calls it by. He does like fire heal. It never tries. Well, actually, I guess it is fire or blizzard. Well, no, he says deep freeze there. I'm wondering if maybe they put the Final Fantasy aesthetic on the game's mechanics later because they decided that kind of fits because you know Final Fantasy is the main game franchise that as far as what these games are built off of. Does that make sense? So maybe it's something like that. There we go. Oh, hey, a save point. That's convenient. Need Aladdin's help. Oh, okay, so Aladdin's able to do something there. That's interesting too, because that's actually one of the first things where there's like an ability like this. I like that because it actually puts some kind of incentive on me to use Aladdin because I haven't used him at all. I haven't been using any of those. Defense up, that would probably be useful. I think, but how do I... Oh, wait, no, that makes sense. There we go, so we got those two chests.
That boy again?
He is more persistent than I expected. Why not explain the situation to that boy, Riku?
Did I ever swap Aladdin
Doing
back
so
out?
may
Oh well.
actually prove useful to our...
Wait a second. Are you Maleficent?
Jafar, let Jasmine go!
Not a chance. You see, she's a princess. One of 7 who somehow hold the key to opening the door.
Open?
But you fools won't live to see what lies beyond it. Genie, my second wish, crush them!
Hmm.
Genie, no!
Sorry, Al. The one with the lamp calls the shots. I don't have a choice.
Well, it's a good thing you do have a choice in how you do it. Seriously, Vegeta could have just collapsed the ceiling on us or something.
So please let me miss. Sora!
All right.
I'm really sorry about this. Run!
All right.
Over here! Ah! Watch out!
Aladdin!
Quick, quick! Get out of the way!
All right.
Over here! Excuse me. Quick, quick! Get out of the way!
All right.
Over here! I'm really sorry about this.
See, I always remember liking this boss fight, but it is a little easy at this part. I know there's another stage to it, but
I'm really sorry about this. Run!
Goofy!
Please let me miss. I'm really sorry about
there we go.
That's gotta hurt. I'm really sorry about this. Run!
Yeah, this boss fight itself is pretty easy. I don't remember if it gets hard or not with when he's transformed, but ooh. Yeah, sorry. I was like, oh, I had to mute my mic earlier. Better make sure I'm not muted. I played myself. Oh. That's annoying that it didn't load the save. So now I have to grab the stuff again. Aladdin, I feel like, did better than I thought he would. Maybe I'll try maybe the next world I get a companion like that, I'll try and keep them in a bit longer. Alright, yep. So the Dalmatians are up here. Oh, I missed one. Okay. Overall, we're having, I think we'll be, probably have to rename the stream. I didn't know what to name it. So I think what I do now, so that I don't have to do this again and again, I walk over there, I walk back over here, so now now the checkpoint is reset, and then I save. All right. I decided I'm just gonna power up Sora. Because Sora's the one character I'm always gonna have, right? Oh, wait, I should probably do this too. Okay, interesting. The treasure magnet, and I already have the treasure magnet on Goofy. That'll probably help a lot. Okay. Let's save again. Okay, we can probably just skip the cutscene. That's the thing, his attacks are pretty easy to, like, disrupt. I think they wanted it to be a harder fight by adding the element of Genie. But Genie's pretty easy to, oh. Well. Go. I feel like part of me wants to do a separate mage game because it's been a while. I like the idea of playing the game through magic. Oh yeah, I'm pretty confident at this point. Unless he unleashes some kind of big attack, at this phase I'm gonna win. Oh. we go. There we go. So we'll get to the second stage of the boss fight now. Other than that though, the TTRPG bug has been pretty big lately. My friend group.
Genie, my final wish. I want you to
Why don't
make
you just
me
wish?
an all
Why don't you just
powerful
wish that they were somewhere else?
genie.
Like teleport them to somewhere else. Then you can win. You just, yeah. I wish they were on another world right now. I wish that they were in Traverse Town. Okay, now while they're there, I'm gonna go ahead and finish I'm gonna take care of the keyhole. I'm gonna kidnap the princess, and I've won. You know, that's something I've thought about actually. With the villains, do they ever introduce a villain that has already succeeded in destroying their world? That would have been an would be an interesting way to do it for games. I'm trying to, I guess maybe Maleficent? Kind of? I assume Maleficent is kind of that. Give me just a second, I've got to adjust something real quick. There we go. Oh right, I don't target him, I target the lamp. Yeah, I think this is the harder part of is gonna be the harder part of the battle. There we go. Blizzard? Wait. I got Blizzara now. Okay. Okay. There we go.
Okay, Jafar. Back to your lamp.
I was, you know, I was expecting. I'm definitely gonna have to change the title. I was expecting the boss battle to be a bit harder. I think this is actually one of the easier and more disappointing boss battles in the game so far. Change the power of fire. Fire has been upgraded to Fyra. Ansem's report 1. Yep, and she's been grabbed.
Jasmine? Jasmine!
Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
Whoa, we better get
Wait,
out
why
of
is it
here!
collapsing now?
Jasmine!
Oh. This is another one of those like little side gimmicks the game introduced. I never really liked this one, but like maybe maybe this is how they just repainted the vine surfing thing. Maybe they wanted to maybe that's how they could justify spending the money on that. But I don't think this comes up too much throughout the game. This mechanic, I might be wrong. I guess it kind of does a little bit in Atlantis. Oop. Wasn't too hard. Oh, Jasmine's no longer an Agrabah. Sora, let's go find her. Sorry, I can't take you with me. What? No, why not? But we can't. If we take him to another world, we would be mud meddling. I mean, we already did that. We like if the thing that's forbidden is meddling with other worlds. We're kind of there already. I do find that funny. It's like, oh yeah, we'd be meddling if we took allies from this world to the other. Wait, what's the summoning then?
Earth to Al. Hello, you still have one wish left.
That's
Look,
odd. They
just say the
swapped
word.
just literally
Ask me to find
mid
Jasmine for you.
convo from.
I wish for your freedom, Genie.
Al!
A deal's a deal, Genie. Now you can go anywhere you want. You're your own master.
Wait, he still has the cosmic power though.
But
Can,
if you
can he
can,
still
it'd be great
do
if
the
you could
thing?
Go along with them and help Sora find Jasmine.
I guess not. Maybe it gets limited the moment he's
Sorry,
free.
Al, I'm done taking orders from others. But a favor? Now that's entirely different. I guess I could give that a try. After all, we're pals, right, Al?
I do remember he was one of the summons, and I remember him being
Just
not bad
leave it to me.
as a summon. But it's I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, so maybe I'm wrong. I remember Mushu is also a summon you get.
That smarmy Vizier could have had him. If someone had stuck around to give him a hand.
Hey, I did my part. I brought the princess, didn't I?
I forgot Hades still kind of
Jafar was
sticks
beyond
around.
help, consumed by his own hatred. One should beware of letting it burn too fiercely.
Whoa, lighten up. I'm as cool as they come, okay? By the way, kid, have we got something special for you?
Huh?
We had a deal, yes? You help us, and we grant you your wish.
Kyrie!
Go to her. Your vessel is waiting.
Just remember, this is no pleasure cruise. It won't be.
Yeah,
a
because
pleasure
they're all
cruise.
able to clearly travel between worlds.
Why are you doing all this for me? What's the catch?
Catch. What's the catch?
Just because they're in the same room.
Silly boy. You're like a son to me. I only want you to be happy.
I seriously doubt that.
Believe what you wish. But lest we forget.
I've
I
always
kept
felt
my
like,
end of the bargain.
it would have been cool if they just released one of the spin-off games instead of these, like, expanding the story, in like a tie-in game, PlayStation 1 game that nobody's or whatever it was, that no one's going to play. To obtain the free wishes, learn Green Trinity. You can revisit some places and unseal more Trinities. There's a Trinity mark in the accessory shop. I remember this one. This one's a... Could this torn page be from Merlin's book? Send her into town and give it to him. Well, right now, I'm just gonna go back to Agrabah, because I want to go to the... Yeah, I want to go to the, back to the Dark Chamber. And see if there's any, way I can get some of these chests. One I found was green, not yellow.
Heal.
Oh, wait, no. Hold on. This is an area I couldn't get to. Oh. Wait. Okay, so I need Aladdin for it. See, I also figured that I might as well, take advantage of... Do I have the White Trinity? I guess I'll figure it out.
This should help. Heal.
Oh, go. Okay, so I don't have White Trinity. Okay, so I can easily get to this room. So I'm gonna swap, oop. Okay, so I'm going into, I believe, the next room. And that should bring me to the, place I'm looking for. Okay. Now I go over here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now I can get to a verb. Meteor G. But what's... Oh, I can swim up there? Okay, I didn't know I could swim up there. I just assumed I obviously no, because that would be too easy. Terra chain. Silent chamber. See if... Alright, let's see. We're just looking around and taking what we can. Alright, let's see what's over. Hidden room. I remember this place, yeah. All right. The hall? Okay. Okay. There we go. Alright, well. go to Traverse Town? See, I'm considering just moving on to the next world, but... Well, I know what the page is, because that's going to Winnie the Pooh world. Alright, we might as well stop by and drop off the Dalmatians we found. We can use your items to make unusual items, new items, Kupo. Let's make something for you, Kupo. These guys are kind of adorable. What's with the... And is that an antenna or is that just a floating ball? I think it's an antenna. Yeah, it is. Okay. Bring back a bunch of items from your travels. Yep, the synthesizing thing. Ooh, the EXP, honestly, the EXP earring just sounds like it would be really good. Magic armlet also seems like it'd be a useful thing. Energy bangle, I don't know what energy bangle is. Wouldn't stand in the way of me getting some of the other stuff I'm interested in. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm thinking on where I have to go right now, and so I'm going to want to probably make a stop at the old house, so Fair District, and then maybe Merlin's place and the Dalmatians' house. So it's probably best to go through here. So this town had a keyhole as well. Yeah, all of them do. Hurry, Sora. Our lists are growing stronger every minute. Kind of boring for what I was thinking. Do you remember seeing a man with spiky hair at the Colosseum? Yep. He's still searching for his friend. Sora, you see him, please tell him to be careful. Not that friendly, but we all care about him dearly. Does Leon ever meet Cloud? Like, I get it with Yuffie and what's their, because I think they're from the same game. It has always been weird to me that like Aerith and Yuffie, as much as they are kind of, I feel like the Final Fantasy characters are kind of major NPCs in the sense that they are people you are actively coordinating with and repeatedly visit. But weirdly enough, they don't actually get a lot of like, they don't contribute that much. Oh, monkeys here? Huh. I don't remember these appearing here. What the hell? Those are not the normal female monkeys. I don't know what that ability was, but it just... That was crazy. Yeah, because now it's the encounter that I knew existed here. Oh, go. There we go. Yeah, because there's no reason for me not to go visit the Dalmatians here. I'm sure there's a big payoff for the Dalmatians. I mean, it's one of, like, the major, kind of repeated things. Now, granted, most of the times I've visited the Dalmatians, it hasn't been very worth it. There we go. I had to plug something in. Mm-hmm. Do I bother going to Merlin? I feel like I want to do... I feel like I want to do all of the Winnie the Pooh stuff in one go. And I don't feel like doing that right now, so... That'll probably be like a specific stream. Because that's also just entirely an optional world. Alright. I don't remember which world is which, so... Up, down. If I remember, I think I know what up is. And if it's what I think it is, it's the one I want to go to. Because I think that one's Halloween Town. There we go. Alright, there we go. Bomb. See, I know I'm not really engaging enough with the shipbuilding mechanics for this minigame. This is the part I kind of like that you do. On the one hand, I like you don't have to, but on the other hand, I don't know. It's not like you're. For me, like it's just like, well, most of that is just you're flying through areas. Oh, it's Monstro. That's what this world is. Okay. I remember not liking this world, by the way. But there is some cool things I remember about it. I think you get some cool stuff. The giant whale! Monstro. He's a whale of a whale, and vicious besides. Sora, get us out of here. I forgot about this, all the text and, yeah. It's weird, right? Because with most of the cutscenes, if it's in that format, that's their voice acted.
Hey, Sora, are you okay?
What are you guys doing? Where are we anyway? Whoa!
Oh, you know, I think that big old whale monstro just swallowed us. And for today's weather, expect showers. Oh, heavy showers.
Ow! Who's there? It's me! Oh, it's just Pinocchio! Pinocchio!
Pinocchio? Pinocchio, where you going? Pinocchio! Come on, everybody, after him, quick!
I'll be right back, chat. Sorry about that, chat. Got a little distracted. Alright, setting up my thing for background again. I don't remember if it's in this world or the other. There's a better jump ability that you get. I remember that. Alright.
What have you got there, Pinocchio?
With this, we can get out of here, Father.
Really? With this big block? You think so?
It's
Yeah,
true.
kinda.
So, how did you end up here, Pinocchio?
Oh my, so the whale swallowed all of you too? My goodness.
It is interesting, the idea. It's almost like,
My name is Geppetto.
I feel like you could have
I'm Pinocchio's
treated it like, different
When we
islands,
got
kind of a
separated,
One Piece
I
situation.
traveled all
Part of me
over
wonders if that
looking for
isn't
him. Thank goodness
an
we're
aspect of
together
One
again.
Piece.
So,
And maybe
you
that
seem to
inspired
know
One Piece.
Pinocchio quite
Or
well.
maybe,
I
I
hope
don't
he
know if I would
was a
say
good
inspired,
boy
but
in my
I'm
absence.
wondering if Oda didn't play Kingdom Hearts at some point.
Well, we've all had quite a journey,
Before he got
right,
to the Grand
Pinocchio?
Line arc. I'd have to look into the timing, because I don't think the timing fit. But, I don't know, because the worlds are basically like similar. It remind me a lot of how the islands work in One Piece, where you have islands where entirely different cultures, entirely different universes. Maybe it's just like a... I don't think it's a rip-off or anything like that, because it's so different, and it's like... I think it's just a cool crossover idea to be able to incorporate multiple properties. Is here, and in One Piece it's very different otherwise. I always found it interesting though that the Pinocchio world is just inside of Monstro. I guess that is kind of one of the major, one of the major plot events in Pinocchio, so... Oh. Yeah, I just don't like the visual design of this area. It doesn't really feel monstro like what it is, and it kind of just looks. I don't know. I never liked the
What are
design
you
of
doing?
this,
Come on, let's go back.
or the look of it.
You know, Geppetto's awfully worried about you.
Pinocchio, stop fooling around. This is no time for games.
But Sora, I thought you liked games. Or are you too cool to play them now that you have the Keyblade?
Riku? What are you doing here?
Just playing with Pinocchio.
You know what I mean. What about Kairi? Did you find her?
Maybe. Catch us, and maybe I'll tell you what I know.
Oh, come on!
Okay, interesting. That's also interesting with these enemies specifically. I forgot these guys appear here. Because I know where I always associate them with is the next world. Which is what they're kind of like coded to be part of anyway. Part of me wonders if Monstro wasn't just that like they realized they needed another section or another level, and they realized it because of probably good reasons. There we go. Oh, the Free Wishes is just better. Okay. I don't like the design of it. I don't like... What do you guys think? What do people think? Because I think some of the Keyblades look pretty cool. Some of them don't. Like, let's look at the other one real quick. The Jungle. I think that one looks pretty neat. Like, I kind of think the gimmick that it's going for works with. I like the default Keyblade too. But I think that one just looks bad. Alright, let's go ahead and...
See ya. See ya.
There we go.
Heal.
Okay. I remember this too. This area is confusing. There we go. It's weird, right? Because, I feel like crossover games and stuff like that would be cool in some respects. Like, I kind of wish more studios would be willing to do that as like a, at least like as an old thing. Yeah, like it doesn't have to be a canon thing to crossover games. The problem is none of the studios ever want to work with each other. And you know, it is probably annoying to try to set up, to be fair to them, but I don't know. Okay, nope. This is the same place I was before. Okay. Chamber 2. I will say I'm not as worried about my level anymore. Chamber 5. But where did that guy go? There he is. Yeah, I think I'm on Chamber 5, so Chamber 6 I don't think I've been to. There we go, we found more Dalmatians. How many have we found so far? It feels like it's gotta have been at least... Gotta be at least like 25 or 30. I don't know for sure. Okay, so that's where I came from, where I would be going. Alright, yep. So... Geez, there's a lot of these guys. Is it one of those encounters where it just makes you run through all the possible... Because I've noticed this, different rooms have like... It feels like they have a table, right? It's like it kind of almost feels like a tabletop game in that way. Like, you know, if you're running a module or an area, or even if you're not, you might have a table that you roll for to decide the encounter for if you know, like the players are kind of traveling from point A to point B. You don't want to like just level them up, but you know, you're like, are they able to like? Would they be able to like survive this this encounter I have prepped? I really want to do the next thing, and they're traveling, so it's like, oh, I can have them have an encounter on the road. It's like, okay, well, let me roll on the table. That's what it feels like for a lot of the areas. Let's go ahead and try this. Chamber 3 again.
See ya. See ya.
All right. There we go. Okay, wait, no. Okay, that's the other thing, because things are boarded up, so it's like, okay, we're back to the mouth. We are gonna save, because at least I've wandered around, and I've already kind of ended up back where I started, so... Warned him not to wander off here before. He could be a naughty boy, even so he's very precious. Alright, well, I guess we could just continue on and hope that, I have to have missed something. I feel like I have to have missed something. Excuse me. I do like seeing them use spells I don't have equipped. Because I think at one point I thought, I don't know, there was a point I thought that they only used spells I had equipped, which was weird. But it was just what I was noticing. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay, so I came in this room from up there. Oh! Yeah. There we go.
Why do you
Okay,
still care
we
about
found it.
that boy? He has all but deserted you for the Keyblade and his new companions, after all.
I don't care about him.
It does
I was
feel
just messing
kind
with
of
him a little.
forced.
Oh, really? Of course you were. Beware the darkness in your heart. The heartless prey upon it.
Mind your own business.
Riku! What's the matter with you? What are you thinking? Don't you realize what you're doing?
I was about to ask you the same thing, Sora. You only seem interested in running around and showing off that Keyblade these days.
No, this is like
Do you
I said.
even want to save
I
Kairi?
feel like this plot
do.
just needed more in order to ever work. Because it's like, oh my God, Sora, I can't believe you're just wandering around and showing off the Keyblade. That's all you care about. It's like, what? I feel like what you should do and to set that up is maybe have Sora does get a bit arrogant.
You up for this?
No problem. Let's do it.
I do like that, Riku is, at this point, still... It seems like Riku's been almost gaslit into believing that he's working with the good guys still. Like, the people he's... no, he clearly knows that they're kind of bad guys, but he's not necessarily full on board yet. That part I like, but I just don't think that the, oh my God, Sora is losing himself to, I don't think you have enough for that narrative. Sora basically acts the same way throughout the entire game. There we go. we go. Yeah, at least I also have the added ally, but I don't know, does Riku even do any damage here? I also just don't like this boss fight. Like, it's almost the reverse of why I dislike, There we go. Goofy learned cheer. And that's very clearly set up as a ability he learns contextually. There we go. Oh.
Pinocchio! Pinocchio! Please, give me back my son.
Sorry, old man. I have some unfinished business.
And this is Riku's full villain turn.
He's no puppet. Pinocchio is my little boy.
Also, can I...
unusual. Not many puppets have hearts. I'm not sure, but maybe he can help someone who's lost theirs.
Wait a minute.
This part is probably more important, and I think this is more interesting than... That's the thing. I think the reason this section of the game actually exists, now I'm thinking about it, I don't think it's forced in. I think it was planned early on, but they probably, I think they wanted to have it be an off-theme thing. There we go. Angie. Okay. Water Gleam. I'm pretty sure I know what that is. That's gonna be one of those that I have to bring to, that's gonna be one of the ones I have to bring to the, Fairy Godmother. I'm pretty sure. Based out, that follows how the wording is, so... It's gonna be probably a summon? I assume. I feel like I should be able to make it. Yep. No. Oh wait, there's a chest here. There it is! See, I remembered high jump existing. There we go. Alright. Okay, yeah, so it's a higher up jump, and I like this ability, actually. It's kind of a neat thing, and it's actually one that probably does open up a lot of games. Yeah, I did fuck that up. This is an interesting thing. These games were clearly designed to be kind of Metroidvania in a sense, but not like completely, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we found more peppers. There we go. Okay, we're in the throat. Oh. There we go. Alright. There we go. All right. There we go.
Hey, let Pinocchio go, Riku.
A puppet that's lost its heart to the heartless. Maybe it holds the key to helping Kairi. How about it, Sora?
That's the other question. I think that if I was saying this earlier about the side game thing and like how I disliked it, wouldn't it be more interesting if you had a separate game that's just from Riku's perspective and what he's being told?
At least he still has a conscience.
Conscience?
You might not hear it,
but
right now it's
and
loud
maybe
and
he's
clear.
even having other
That's telling me
adventures
you're on the wrong side.
outside. Maybe they're having him essentially help obliterate worlds
Pinocchio! Pinocchio!
at first. Who knows? Who knows what he's... Because we don't know what Riku's been doing most of the time. Other than these encounters with other than these encounters with Sora. Yo, it's your boy. Oh, wait. So he doesn't have the same protection. I've noticed that.
Heal. Goofy.
Ah, damn it. There we go.
Heal. Deep freeze. Goofy. Heal. Donald. Goofy. Here.
Oh, so he's just able to inflict poison.
Heal. Come on. Heal.
There we go. Okay.
Heal.
He's...
Heal. Here.
Yeah, the poison is kind of annoying.
Donald.
Alright, let's heal Donald. Donald hopefully heals Goofy.
Heal.
Okay, the poison mechanic is so far the most annoying thing of it. He is a lot harder here. I will say that. Oh, wait. Okay, I get it. I get it. Okay, no, I see how it's justified, like how he's doing the poison breath too. That's an interesting setup. I might win it? Yes, I did win it. Okay. So we might get a second world done today. Just in a series. That'd be cool.
Riku! Riku, where are you?
This is the other thing, like, Sora is not even, like, skeptical of Riku at this time. That's kind of annoying, too. Also, we got the stop spell, and yeah, now we're seeing little clips of Neverland.
Kairi's like a lifeless puppet now?
Precisely.
And her heart was...
Taken by the Heartless, no doubt.
Tell me, what can I
So
do?
yeah, it seems like it's set up.
Maidens of the purest heart. We call them the princesses of heart.
It seems like
Gather them together,
Riku is being, like, set up and lied to, but, like,
Within lies
I don't know,
untold
like,
wisdom.
you're using, like, the power of darkness that
There you
kind
will
of just
surely
happens to
find a way to
aesthetically match the
recover
Heartless.
Kairi's heart.
And,
Now, I'll
because
grant
he
you a
uses that to
marvelous
travel.
gift. The power to
But also,
control
like,
the Heartless.
Maleficent is kind of... Well, he's already expressed that he's skeptical of her.
Soon, Kairi. Soon.
I don't know, maybe Riku's just an idiot. Okay. Girl, Pinocchio and Geppetto are okay. Yeah, hopefully they landed safely somewhere. Riku. I think my magic is as good as Donald's now. No way, not in a million years. Why don't you go see Merlin? Work more on your magic. The tournament being held at the Coliseum? I hear there's a great reward for the winner. Well, let's continue this for now and see. Because I don't remember what the world was. I thought it was Halloween Town, but maybe I'm wrong. Might be Atlantis. I remember those two worlds. I remember liking those two worlds for different reasons. Because the Little Mermaid world, Atlantis, the interesting thing is it has entirely different mechanics than most of the rest of the game. It's probably not Neverland, because I believe Neverland is kind of like the end of arc area. Wouldn't it be interesting though if you did actually kind of have to guess what Disney villain you might be facing because they're different worlds than their canon ones. At like different times. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but it would be a more interesting way of, because like with some of the story, obviously it's like it's still like playing out somewhat the movie script. Even if your character, even if Sora is positive on the villain, not all, but because, and not exactly either, but you know, I think it's clear what I mean. A lot of it is a lot of the levels, not all, but a lot, do feel like there's some level of like, well, yeah, I know this person is the villain. Like, I know Ursula's obviously a villain, and the villain. Oh. Okay, wait, is Monstro gonna eat me no matter what? Can I just fly to Monstro and then use my ship to fly from there elsewhere? Because I didn't mean to, like, I meant to just continue the course, but to be fair, I did probably screw up here. Alright. Okay. So I think I just continue from here. The reason is because Monster is supposed to be a bit of a surprise. I am excited to eventually get into, like, the rest of the games. I don't know if I'll play all the Kingdom Hearts games, because I know there's a lot of, like, gimmick games, and I know also this collection has cutscenes of games, but I don't know if it'd be interesting for me to just sit around watching cutscenes, if that's all the game is. Maybe I'll talk to, maybe I'll talk to Lulu about editing something together with that. Pay him to do that. But I think that's gonna depend on how much that is and how much I'm doing that. Oh, probably one of the best worlds in the game. Halloween Town. I remember this one took me by surprise because I'd never seen the movie when I first played the game. Sure is a spooky place. I'll bet the people here are scary looking too. Don't worry, we look spooky too. They scare us, we'll scare them right back. Think so? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to do my goofy. I probably have a terrible goofy voice. I'm not good at voices. Which is funny because I'm a GM. Alright, so we are going to continue this. I'm just gonna use the bathroom real quick. There we go. Yeah, though, the D&D group has gotten, like, things and plans have expanded more than we thought they would. Oh, wait. Huh? Some kind of light puzzle? That's what I have to assume.
Deep freeze! Deep freeze! See ya!
Interesting. So I've... Okay, there's definitely a puzzle to that. We wouldn't be able to lock on otherwise. See, these enemies appearing in the last area, I always feel like that's a mistake, and I wonder if it's not supposed to. The monster appears somewhere else, and they shifted it a little. Because it's a bit more impactful to see a bunch of Heartless that you've never seen before for this area. That are very clearly designed for this area. Here, and then like, go, wait, not doing anything, they're not attacking, they're not... There we go.
And now, allow me to introduce the Master of Terror, the King of Nightmares, Jack Skellington!
I'm probably gonna take my energy drink now, too, by the way.
Those ghosts will be a big hit at this year's
I still want to keep going. I don't want to... I feel like I don't want to pause, and I... Honestly, I feel good. I feel like I can go for a while today. Because I haven't been streaming as much, I'm sure you've noticed. So when I do, I want to do as much as I can. Alright, Nope. I should probably mute while I'm doing this. I'm just... I've got one of those energy drink powder things, and I realized I had a water bottle. So I'm just... prepping it now, rather than stepping away. But give me a minute. Alright, we're good. Alright, it should be a little bit for the next break, at least. Sorry about that. No, just, felt like I was beginning to fade a little, so I felt like I needed some caffeine. Yeah, let's continue on. Oh my god, I love the Halloween Town theme, by the way. It's so good. Yeah.
I don't understand. Maybe the guidance system was damaged in the explosion.
Nonsense. My devices are always perfect.
Oh, I've got it! Why, of course. The Heartless need a heart. Doctor, do you think we can add a heart to that device?
Certainly. A heart's not all that complicated. Let's get to work.
To make a heart, first take a container with a lock.
See, I like this because it's once again tiny.
This thing first.
There's definitely a theme here. There's a theme. You're really gonna unlock it for them? Well, if they succeed, we won't have to fight the Heartless, right? Besides, I want to see the Heartless stand still. Don't you? Not really. Fair. I actually probably would be like, you know, we watch these, we've seen these guys, like, kill people, right? But not really. Yeah, I understand not wanting. It's not even necessarily to.
Why, that was amazing. And you are?
Oh.
Sora.
Well done, Sora. I'd like you to be a part of this year's Halloween.
What's this Heartless doing here?
Oh, the Heartless came to town just recently. What's frustrating is I can't get them to dance with me. So, the doctor and I
It's
are
such a
trying to
funny,
improve the guidance system.
It's such a funny frustration, and
okay, Doctor.
you have to wonder why the Heartless are acting the way they are. Maybe it's just that Oogie Boogie doesn't want them to attack him.
Fear. Hope and despair. Mix them all together, and we have a heart.
I like the Ouroboros of hope and despair. I don't know. But yeah, there's a definite, like, thematic component to this area, especially right after Monstro, because Monstro has the situation of, Pinocchio, and kind of almost the, meta commentary with Pinocchio about,
ingredients. Let's try adding memory.
way to put it. What makes a being with a heart? What is a heart? Can a puppet that was made sentient have a heart?
Got the memory we need. See if you can track her down.
No problem. Sora, would you like to come along?
Sure.
Also, I'm considering if I want. What do we want for the stream, by the way? Because I kind of want to. Remember what. Oh.
Jack, we have a major crisis. The Heartless are completely out of control. We can't.
I think
stop
visually
them.
this is also the best world in the game.
Maybe our experiment triggered something. Everything will be fine, Mayor. You have nothing to worry about.
I always have a soft spot for the Beauty and the Beast world too.
Come on,
Alright, there we go. I want to do most of the Halloween Town in one stream as well. Because Halloween Town, like I said, it's one of the best worlds. So because it's one of the best worlds, I feel like it would be a waste to do it all at once. Maybe we can do the Coliseum for a little bit. Oh. We found Mithril. Well, I don't even know what that's gonna do for us, but you know, I like that I found it. You're going to compete? It would be great to face you. Right now it's the Pegasus Cup, so let's see what's in. Leon and Yuffie are the final bosses. Pegasus Cup. Okay. Curious to try and load up a couple Mega Evers onto Donald and see what he does with them. Because I've never experimented as much with that aspect of the game, with the AI and stuff like that. Let's try an alone and see how far I can get, actually. That might be fun. But also, I don't remember if there's individual rewards. I assume there has to be, because you have to beat the thing first. There we go.
Nothing to it.
If nothing else, it's at least easy XP. It's kind of nice warm up.
Take that.
See, I remember the solo tournaments. I do remember that. I remember I would spend hours as a kid on this game trying to, with the tournaments, especially the solo ones, because I think that I remember I remember most of the tournaments not being too much of a difficult thing on normal difficulty. No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misremembering that, though, so... Alright, there we go. There we go.
That's the power of the Keyblade.
Let's see if there's any unique, because that's the thing, I'm thinking, like, if I can even just get good gear, or something like that, because I don't remember everything about this game. It's been years since I tried, and I never even succeeded. Like, I don't think I ever beat the Neverland special, like, bonus boss. There's one of those. I never beat him. When I was a kid. I would really like to. Also, I'm trying to remember what the other world is, because I don't remember that. I feel like it has to be Atlantis, but I remember Atlantis being on the upper row? Maybe I'm misremembering. Alright. Oh, damn. I honestly, I feel like I was closer than I thought I would be. But yeah, no, I wanna just beat the Phil Cup, because obviously I was close. Obviously I was close. And once again, this is a good time for me to farm some XP.
Nothing to it.
There we go. Even that encounter was quick. I feel like I have got... I like seeing the results of, grinding, you know? If that makes sense. Like, it makes it feel like the time investment is meaningful. Versus... One of the things I actually get really frustrated with is with games where they have the dynamic leveling system where you never actually feel like you're doing anything, and you're not and even with like abilities you gain, it's like, oh yeah, you gain more abilities, but the enemies did too, including abilities that countered some of yours from earlier, and so this is all still kind of useless to you. There we go.
That's the power of the Keyblade.
That's the thing. I think it's a really good sign for game design when you feel as you've leveled up and progressed through the game, like earlier encounters are no big deal and kind of easy, like this. Because this is also like, remember, I was struggling. It took me several sessions to get through this part of the game, or the first tournament, with a full team. Okay, he's gonna slap his belly. Yeah.
Nothing to it.
And now I'm clearing it with Sora alone. And most of these encounters aren't necessarily difficult. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's kind of the moment I start running into trouble right there. Which, even then, like, I don't know, I'm still collecting on XP. I do want to know how the XP translates. Like, are my allies still kind of leveling up? It seems like... Why is Goofy so high level compared to the rest of... Wait, he has an XP thing, right? No, he doesn't. Why is Goofy so fucking strong? Hold on. Yeah, because Donald, I assume it's because he goes down. Regularly? But Goofy, I don't see why he would be this... Let's try swapping up the magic I have. I'm gonna do one more, just Sora, around for the Phil Cup, and then I'm just gonna do the Pegasus Cup. Right now, I feel like I have to, I feel like it would be stupid for me not to, like, take advantage of the tournament, because the tournament is such a good level up method, too. Like, if you're gonna grind in the game, do you want to, like, walk back and forth between areas, or do you want to just do the thing that auto queues up levels? If you die, you keep that XP. There we go. I do know that there is a, like, actual, like, in Kingdom Hearts 2, there is a, so I know there's a Hercules, I know there's a Mulan, and I think that one of the games has a, Pirates of the Caribbean, world. Those are some of the ones I know, and It's just so cool to me. There we go. Yeah, I was worried about the big bodies. Those guys are... They just shrug off a lot of attacks anyway. There we go. Max items increased. Is that... I assume that's the items I can carry? Which, by the way, the optimal way to use that is with the shield. I know that. Because the shield gets a lot of item stuff. That's why the shield is actually the meta build of the game. It's always going to be the shield. I think the most optimal is take the shield, drop the staff. All the worst builds are the ones without the shield, because you're basically... There we go. Alright. There we go. Go learn Combo Plus. You want to start over? What? Oh wait, was that just the end? Wait, was the Iron Body the end? I don't remember what the tournament was. Let me check the fill cap. Oh, no, it was. Okay. Shit. Okay. That's the thing. Some of the way later stuff, I'm like, how do they expect you to beat this? I guess that's just for the OGs. OGs. Alright. Let's go ahead and try your first attempt at the Pegasus Cup. See, I thought this would be a good idea because also it's kind of me leveling up because I know that I was already like behind originally.
This should help.
There we go.
Not bad, huh?
Oh. No, it's interesting that Donald will use stop too. Because I haven't even tried out stop. I vaguely remembered it, so I knew what was happening there, but I have to wonder how spell, because I have Donald set to try to prioritize buffs and stuff like that, and healing, and so I'm wondering what that means as far as the game's actual code goes. Yeah, I think at least this is a good leveling up tool. Oh no. Yep, okay, so there's no point in attacking them right now. I wish I could just give orders to not attack because it's pointless. It's just the these allies burning their own HP. Oh, okay. Yep, now I have to wait for... There we go. Yo, that's 2 level ups for our allies. I still want to know why Goofy's like EXP and stuff is so crazy though. Like I said, Goofy was like multiple levels higher than anyone else in the party, including Sora. I don't know how he can be higher than Sora, because Sora's literally there for every encounter. And Sora's literally never down. Like, I get why he's higher than Donald, right? Maybe it's just that, okay, maybe it's just that he intercepts enough attacks. That's what I have to assume. He is essentially intercepting enough attacks that he's leveling up faster. Which, once again, makes me wonder, okay, so it has to be that that the thing does something, you know? The behavior does something. Maybe it's optimal to have your, maybe it's actually gonna be optimal to have, your allies just as aggressive as possible. Because they are just going, because, like, them going down doesn't actually matter too much.
Nothing to it.
Maybe I should set Donald to more aggressive. Okay. Oh, damn. That does seem interesting, though. That's an interesting thought I've had. Offensive. I'm fine with, I'm fine actually with him. I just also think I want him to do defensive magic constantly and that only frequently. But I'm fine with for heal attacks constantly. That's interesting, you know. Because, yeah, it makes sense actually when I think about it. Just over time, Goofy is going to get more XP because I set him to aggressive in the game. Because when anytime a interrupt happens, the XP increases. And I assume that has to be happening for the allies as well. Not just me. Yeah, it's just over time, he is going to get more XP than the rest of the group. That does make sense. The only thing I can think of that would really, because as said, oh, excuse me. It can't be that he just doesn't go down as much as Donald, because he had more XP than Thor does. And he doesn't have an XP booster. Or at least he hasn't for most of the game. And I think the I've had a bit of a rough cough lately. Sorry about that, chat. Let's go ahead and there we go. There we go. Damn. You know, I don't feel it. I don't know. I feel like I have to be a bit more cognizant. I feel like if I was setting up right, I could make this viable to, like, just have Donald be more aggressive in general. But, yeah, special met. What does that mean, special met? There we go. Alright. Oh, I can just teleport into... Alright. I forgot about doing this earlier. But... I am pretty sure... Yes, another summon gen. Let's help this little one. Here we go. Bobbity bobbity boo. Dumbo. Okay. Let's talk to Merlin and see if he has anything for me. Spellbinder. I think Spellbinder was the one I was thinking about when I was originally saying it. Just look at that. It's fucking 7 mana. That's actually kind of really good if you're doing that type of build versus a more physical, like, strength build, essentially. I like that the game does want you to, like, play into your playstyle. It's just a shame that, like, I don't know, it's a shame that the playstyles, some of them aren't. And you know, this is another thing. I've barely used things like summon. The few times I used it, it didn't feel like it was particularly worthwhile. Maybe that's because it was Simba and because it was early on, and because of the difficulty. Let's actually just try it out now. I like the animation. I like that it has unique animation for different summons. At least for the genie. I've only tried 2 of them, so. And the genie summon is a little bit lower maintenance. Okay. No, that wasn't bad, actually. Item workshop. Let's go here. Okay, wait. Am I losing out on anything if I, Oh! Hold on. Yeah. Sorry about that. Something did pop up a little bit. But I also feel like I need to check the item shop before I commit to anything, because I want to see if the item shop has synthesis materials too. Now, or even just other equipment for our boys. Because it seems like they do. Yeah, they definitely did add stuff. Okay. But they don't have, like, synthesis. Google's bad. Okay. White Fang. What was the other one I was saying? Golem Chain. Okay. Yeah. Extends ground combo attack by 1 step, with more to extend further. The alternative with Hurricane Blast from an aerial combo unleash an extremely powerful finishing combo attack to the enemy. I feel like Combo Plus is actually more useful. But I do see why Shield is more useful when I consider the idea that it's kind of it's not only the defense one, it's the item one. And so a lot of these items, yeah, any other build, there's like, oh, okay, well that's a little useful, but it's not that useful. But then when you add all that together, also, we're gonna go ahead and see if we can just... Well, I don't know. Should I bother with Marilyn? Also, I am definitely doing better than what. Remember, there were several times I just lost this fight outright, and now I'm kind of almost killing like an enemy on attack, and I think that's worth highlighting. I should also probably upgrade my fella's equipment, you know? And then after that, I think I'm gonna go back to the arena and do one more time, and then I'm going to head over to that undiscovered world. I don't remember what it was. I think I know what it is, but I don't know for sure. 'Cause, I'd have to rack my brain, but it might be Atlantis? I remember Atlantis being in a different spot, but... Powerful hammer made for combat, reduces max MP, raises max MP. I feel like I have to go with that because he is fundamentally a fighter. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. Okay. I should probably just sell those that protect chain. I see no benefit to having that. It's just a weaker thing than what I already have. Terra 2. Thundering, firing 2, probably. Yeah, I think it's fine to get rid of all those. And we'll get rid of one of those. There we go. Okay. We've now got like a little bit more organization. And other than that, how much? 2,381. I feel like it should be more than that, but Geppetto's house. No kill? Hey, it's Sora. Well, hello, Sora. How did you get here? A man named Leon helped us. He even got us this house to live in. I don't know how I'll ever repay his kindness. Hey, I hear you three are fighting the Heartless. Well, wait, what do you mean you hear? Like, we saved your son from them. Okay, like. Wait, what is actually that item, though, they gave us? Is it Aliman? Okay, yeah, it's gummy ship thing. Wishing Star. Oh, wait, that looks like it's Has a short reach, but always finishes up a combo with a powerful critical. I kinda like, I kind of like the design. So the design seems shorter, but it's supposed to. Either way, at least, it's just themed, right? Like, it feels like it does fit the aesthetic of an inventor gave you this. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure. Okay, no, I already did this. I don't have to do this further. Alright, so. We're gonna warp, we're gonna double check equipment, and then I'm gonna use the bathroom. We're going to do another run at the Pegasus Cup, and then after that we'll probably chart the new world and call it a day. There we go. Alright. So I'll also get a new save going. I remember the Pegasus Cup. Well, even if it doesn't give me much, it's gonna give me something, and it's also gonna give me a chance to level up. So. Alright, chat. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and do the Pegasus Cup. And, you know, like, the good thing about doing the tournaments, no matter what happens, I get the XP. Jeez. Donald on aggressive mode is very different Donald than... Because this is the thing, he wasn't really doing well on passive mode. Like, does he do, like, the healing enough in this mode? Probably not, but I have the healing. Like, I can pivot. I feel like I can pivot better than he can. There we go. Alright. Also, yeah, none of the guys seem to be popping in today, which is fine. I knew that because we've been busy planning like tabletop stuff lately, and because we've been busy planning tabletop stuff, like, Dake's a little exhausted. Because he's trying to do a Dragonless campaign. And part of me really does want us to be able to get to the point where we can stream D&D games. That would be so cool to do. And it's not like I have delusions of like, oh, we're gonna be the next credit. No, I imagine we're probably gonna get maybe like 10, 15 regular viewers. But it would be so fun to do. There's kind of an added... I can imagine... Because I've had times where I've had more fun because I'm presenting on a stream than I would normally playing the game. And I imagine that's going to be true for D&D too, not just video games. Now, I tend to, and one of the big problems with that, oftentimes, for people, is that, oh yeah, you don't want to make your hobby your income, but I don't make money on this, so... Alright, there we go. I wait, and I wait. Because if there's a way to inflict harm outside of my own influence on this battle, and what I'm doing, I don't see it. $98 points of XP. by the way. There we go. I managed to get a heal in too. And we have leveled up during this tournament too, so we're getting like a net boost. I think we're gonna get to at least the boss battle. There we go. But yeah, I've had Goofy on like hyper aggressive the whole time, and it seems to pay off with him. Those stars are actually kind of rough. Alright, well, I said that was going to be the last one for the tournament. Okay, that's weird that you can't go to the gummy ship directly from this one, but you can from most other save points. Why is that? That just seems weird. It's like, I don't see that much of a difference. Also, we're just gonna warp to Agrabah, and then we're going to go from there to the unnamed world, which I think is Atlantis. I'm not sure. I remember Atlantis being later. But maybe I'm misremembering. Okay, hold on. I did fuck up there. Yeah, the mini game. I wish it wasn't as essential, because I think if it was just an extra thing you could do that gets you like some neat bonuses or whatever, or even just an isolated thing, I think it would be better. Okay. I guess I just have to avoid it and then try to avoid going into the portal. Because unless I want to have to actually go through the effort of modifying the ship, which the game definitely wants you to do, but I'm like, no, this still works. I'm just gonna go down. Yeah. Fuck it, I'm just going downwards. You didn't expect that game. Actually, you definitely didn't. See, I feel like I've always felt like the mini game here it just feels annoying, you know? But I also understand why it exists, because that was kind of the style at the time. A lot of video games just had really annoying, like, little side games in order to justify or extend runtime. And that's what I think this is, but also maybe there's some, like, so for example, like, this format can work. I've been playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag a lot recently. Obviously going place to place in Black Flag, extremely satisfying. Because you might encounter some other ships that you can, like, take and get resources from that you can then use to upgrade your ship. You get or your normal equipment even. You get there's plenty of, like, collectibles and stuff like that. There's plenty of trophies and stuff like that. There's a lot of reasons to kind of expand what you're doing in AC Black Flag. And here, this just feels like it's here because it was in the original game. For fuck's sake. Okay, you know what, Gummy Garage, let's see if we can just... No. Let's see if I can just... adopt, Highwind is a normal. Liable. Alright, Highwind. Wait, what do you mean it has no cockpit, though? You said it was flyable. Okay. Okay, fuck it. Alright, okay. Okay, let's see if we can. See, I don't want to bother doing like the autism of like it's very clear that the game wants you to like spend hours and hours and hours. This, I'm just like, well, what's going? That's why I was like, oh, I want to just do a template. Okay. Oh, okay, well, that is enough of a power change to justify it, I think. Yeah, yeah. I think that I'm fine now. Yep, alright. See, I don't need to engage with the system anymore. That's the other thing. It's like, it wants you to like heavily indulge in like a very specific system, and I'm just like, okay, but I've met the requirements of the system, and now I don't want to engage with it anymore. I really don't have to. But like, I would rather skip these transit periods anyway. I don't know. Does anyone else feel that way about the game? I'd rather just skip the intermediate like gummy ship missions. Not like a bonus to me. Oh, you got this bonus blueprint for the gummy ship stuff. I guess I'm enjoying it a little more now I have the extra weapon. The laser. That does more damage in the system, and like obviously, excuse me, I think I've gotten the hiccups. Hopefully that's not okay. Yeah, so this is like helpful enough that I can keep going. Alright. Yeah. But like, I'd rather just not have to worry about it. Interesting, so it's like or that becomes relevant? Alright. Yep. Okay, yeah, it is Atlantis. I was right to think it was gonna be Atlantis. Or Atlantica. Whatever. Okay, guys, prepare for landing. What do you mean landing? Land where? In the sea? We'll drown. What's interesting is, I think this is one of those settings that just doesn't translate well to Kingdom Hearts. Like, I get it, the idea that the characters turn into, like, sea creatures, but what I mean when I say this is more that, like, this world is very clearly, it's very clearly coded in a certain way. Alright, and yeah, Donald is the one whose magic is transforming it. Okay, that's interesting. It is kind of interesting that he's doing that. Yeah, this point in the game is such a unique experience, generally.
Ariel, wait! Slow down! Don't leave me behind!
Yep. And then Sebastian runs.
Sebastian, they don't look like one of them.
One of them! PM. Parentheses, parentheses, parentheses. What do you mean by that, Ariel?
They do seem a little different. Where are you from? We're from kind of far away. And we're not really used to these waters. No, I see. In that case,
Try not to look suspicious.
Sebastian can show you how
Challenge
to swim around
failed.
here.
Ariel! King Triton will not like this!
Oh, don't worry.
Okay, sorry, I got distracted by something. I do like that they give you, like, a tutorial, because, like... Yeah, this is extremely different from the rest of the game. Yeah, and, like I said, this is a gimmick that works. Like, if you're gonna have gimmick levels, it has to be something that works, you know? And for this, it makes sense in context, it makes sense in character. Yeah, okay, wait, I'm supposed to follow Flounder, if I remember correctly. Right? Is that the gimmick here? Okay, yeah.
Good job! Now let's move on to self-defense.
Sebastian!
Yeah?
There we go, yeah, and all of the Heartless that are set up in this area are extremely different when you have this system. Basically, this area versus any other part of the game. In a way where, like, the challenge is so unique. I think the only thing, the main comparable thing is probably Neverland. Yeah? Okay. I haven't thought of a good title for the stream, by the way. So if you do have a good title, I don't know, put it in the comments, I guess. I just went with like, oh, okay, well, I'm still in Agrabah. This was the title, and then like of the last stream, and then I'm just gonna, I don't know, extend that, and then breeze through that, and like not relevant to most of. I'm trying to think of a good title. Maybe I'll think of it over time. Anyway, oh no, those monsters might be heading for the palace too. We'd better head back right away. What if we run into more on our way back? Sorry, but we need your help. Please come to the palace with us. Trident markers are on the walls. Point the way there. Get lost as long as we follow them. Okay, let's get going. Actually, I'll say this too. This is another one of those parts in the game where I think it's not bad game design. Okay. Halfway. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna stop it here. We've been going for like 3.5 hours, almost 4 hours now. And yeah, I've taken a couple breaks, but either way, I'm kind of running out of steam. It's a little late. It's kind of late. I don't know when I'm gonna stream again, but I'm gonna try and stream again at least 2 times next week, but I don't know for sure if I can get to that. Subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. Other than that, trying to think what I should promote. I don't know. I know Iron is planning to do a Jeopardy stream at some point, and I know we're planning to review E-Man at some point. I don't know when those are gonna be. I'd have to look at the group chat. But, yeah. Till then, I'll stream again, and, I'll see you guys